He's gonna get if I don't have my piece today. I love my young boy, I won't lead him straight. I'm stuck to look.
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And here's a look at some numbers for Brandon Ingram.
And you can see the surge in his level of games. I think he's feeling it.
And here's the starting lineup for Providence. They've got Alexander. Hawkins is out there with Murray. Then it's Ingram. Goal.
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Pulls up, and he dunks it down.
And Tatum's passing ability really makes him a problem in that pick and roll. No wasted motion, always slicing and dicing the defense.
Here's Murray, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Just setting. There's the help defensively.
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Miller. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Pass to Ingram. Shoots over Alvarado. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's what makes Tatum so dangerous. Offensively, he doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective.
Now here's Ingram. D right on him. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
There aren't too many players with a skill set as diverse as Brandon Ingram.
Yes, Kevin, you got to appreciate the tools that Brandon Ingram possesses. That comes with a lot of hard work. But this guy can score over smaller defenders. He's creative enough to draw contact against bigger guys and use that quickness. He's always been a scorer, but his playmaking ability over the past couple seasons, that's something that's growing and is giving them a chance to be very competitive.
Here's Alvarado. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. 5 on the clock. Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
That free throw, no good.
And looking at Tatum's game, you know, he really doesn't have a weakness. He can give it to you in a variety of ways.
And Providence making a change here. Davis is checked in. He hits the second from the line. For Providence, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice the wing, Murray. And that one falls coming off of Davis's speed. Murray's got 5.
Well, Murray's got the range. It's the consistency he's looking for.
And it'll be Pittsburgh with their first time out of the game here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Pittsburgh's head coach and I were able to chat, and their focus on defense, Brandon Ingram. Coach told me Brandon presents unique problems. It's the skill and size combination. We just don't see it too often. Anytime Ingram touches the ball, everyone will be focused on stopping him. Should be a good one tonight, guys.
Thank you, David.
with the break here, let's look at the stats for Brandon Miller. He's around 18 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Outside Tatum. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Ingram. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first. Rebounded by Tatum.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And it's Miller with the jam.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Ingram outside. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, back to Murray. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Murray's got 7 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And great, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Now here's Tatum. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. And the shot goes in. He's got 6.
And there's the frame being put to use by Tatum. He knows he's dangerous down low.
Ingram outside. It's Hawkins on the wing. Pass to Alexander. Over Miller. Second chance shot. Pittsburgh pulls it in. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
And going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
And Murray's got the ball here for Providence. In the corner, it's Ingram. Back to Murray. Jacks up a 3. The shot that time, not on target. With the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Providence leads by just 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've seen from Providence so far.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
So it's Providence now. They're getting their first look at the season at Pittsburgh in this one.
It's an East versus West matchup tonight. First meeting of the year between these two.
Yeah, fun to see maybe strangers because you just aren't familiar with these faces here tonight. This will be a very exciting game to watch.
Setting the floor for Providence. Pippen is out there with Davis. Then there's Pokuševski. And Gay is in the power forward position. Now here's Rose. Talking about that win against the Cavaliers, he was definitely a major factor as well. The 3 is drilled by Tatum. It feels like every season, Brent, we set a record for pace in the NBA. Why do you think that is?
Well, I don't know, Kevin, if it's every team that's seeking pace, although in every coach's press conference you'll hear about them talking about playing faster and wanting to get out in transition. That's where you take advantages of defenses most. Look, if you got a young team, open up the floodgates and let them run. Probably more success coming your way.
So it's Providence now, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Pippen outside. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Pokuševski up top. Here's Juzang. That three off the mark. Here's Pittsburgh with the ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Pippen. To the middle. Here's Juzang. He's covered by Rhodes. Juzang can't hit. For Pittsburgh, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Alvarado with it. Last game he had 13. Just 5 to shoot. Nice shot by Wallace. Wallace has got his first points in this one.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And it's Ingram missing.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Here's Alvarado. His three-pointers off the mark. Providence trails by 4. Pass to Pippen. Here's Juzang. Now Ingram to stop the drought. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Just figuring out more and more how to find points and production from the free throw line. Ingram, a real pro at drawing fouls at this level.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Pittsburgh.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Pittsburgh has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Pittsburgh, down at 10th in the early going, looking to make a move up in the standings.
You know, right now for Pittsburgh, their slow start to this season has brought some of this team's issues to light. And this is a team that I didn't think had any issues to speak of.
Well, still some issues do linger, but I think that their strengths easily outweigh those weaknesses. But, man, they've already had some off nights this year, more so than they did last year.
Tatum, no good. Providence has gone 0-2 from deep in the second. Now Hawkins, nothing on the board. Pass to Pippen with the drive. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Providence, they've made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Wallace is checked in for Pittsburgh. Providence also with the sub. Gay's checked in. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. 1:51 left in the second quarter. Here's Alvarado. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Sends the ball, no good. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for Providence. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Alexander. Here's Gay. Launches a 3. And Providence misses again. Here's Sensabaugh. Scoreless thus far. Back to Alvarado. 6 to shoot. Sinks the triple.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
So it's Providence now, after Pittsburgh's three-pointer at the other end. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Miller grabs the miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Wallace outside. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Providence. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Pittsburgh. They lead by 2. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Hello, everybody. Before we dig into the game at hand, let's first... You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't sit here and deal with you for free.
You gotta call my agent now.
Changing topics now, how impressive was Jason Tatum in that first half?
Putting up points, not shy looking for his shot, man. And he's been carrying the load offensively.
Yes, he understands his role and what he needs to do to keep this team successful.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Here's Ingram. They've got Jason Tatum. Jose Alvarado is out there with Brandon Miller. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3, the small forward. Sinks the three-pointer. Ingram's got 12 points in the game.
And right now, people wanting to tune in as Brandon Ingram is putting on a show.
And for Providence, Hawkins is out there with Murray. Then it's Ingram. And it's Alexander in at the 5, down low. Shots good by Miller. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Murray with the bounce pass. Alexander passes to Ingram. Pittsburgh pulls it in. About 1 minute played here in the second half. In the corner, Tatum with it. Tatum using his size inside.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And Providence decides to take their first time out here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And let's quickly check in on the season's top rookie rebounders so far. Tatum. And Tatum hammers it home.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Here's the floater. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
The first.
I think Brandon Ingram, not only a great story in his own right, starting to find out just how capable he is as a talent in this league, but also for executives about being patient and letting that talent develop.
Both free throws good for Ingram.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.